Hey, what's going on everybody? Assassin47 here and welcome back to another video. So guys, today it's gonna be the 700 US dollars ultimate AMD Ryzen 3 gaming PC build. So guys, it's been a long time since I made a PC build video, and also on the occasion of AMD releasing their new Ryzen 3 processors in the last month, I thought that I should make a Ryzen 3 gaming PC build possible on this channel. So I know I'm a bit late for the party because a lot of tech YouTubers on YouTube, they have covered their part on Ryzen 3. So I know I'm a bit late, and also sorry for the late upload guys. I had some work going on, so I was literally busy. So yes, sorry for the late upload. So Ryzen 3 processor, yes. So I'm going to be featuring the Ryzen 3 1300X processor in this PC build, and later I'm going to be telling you all of the components of this build. So without wasting any more of our time, let's get straight inside the video. So guys, for the processor here, I've got the AMD Ryzen 3 1300X processor, which comes bundled with the Wraith Stealth Cooler. That's right. So AMD released the Ryzen 3 lineup of processors the last month, and they have got two processors in the Ryzen 3 lineup, which is the Ryzen 3 1200 and the Ryzen 3 1300X. So you guys must be asking, why did you not feature the Ryzen 3 1200 in this build and feature the 1300X in this build? That's because Ryzen 3 1300X has got higher core clocks, guys. So the higher core clocks can make you achieve higher frame rates in your games. Some games, they are affected by the clock speeds, so keep in mind that the 1300X is a little bit powerful than the Ryzen 3 1200. But if you guys are thinking of building a specific gaming PC build containing the Ryzen 3 1200 and want me to make a video on it, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll think of making the Ryzen 3 1200 gaming PC build if you guys want it. So let's just keep it all aside. Let's talk about the Ryzen 3 1300X processor, guys. So the Ryzen 3 1300X processor has got 4 cores and 8 threads, and it has got a precision boost clock of 3.7 GHz, which goes up to 3.9 GHz with their newly released technology called the XFR, or Extended Frequency Range. So this specific 1300X processor has got enough clock speeds that you can achieve in any game, and no game will be bottlenecked by this specific processor. This processor is future proof, guys. It is a VR ready processor. That's right, it's a big thing that budget friendly processor is VR ready. Also, it comes bundled with the AMD Wraith Stealth Cooler. So if you guys are planning on overclocking this processor up to 4.5 gigahertz, then you are okay with the included AMD Wraith Stealth Cooler. You don't need to buy any aftermarket coolers. But if you guys are thinking of overclocking your processor above 4.5 gigahertz, I recommend you buy an aftermarket solution cooler. And also the AMD 1300X comes with a large 10 megabytes of cache, so it's a really good suggestion that they included a 10 megabytes of total cache, so it will help us in games, and which, some games they just take up large amounts of cache. So AMD 1300X is really good. So for the price point of $129, the AMD Ryzen 3 1300X processor is a bang for the buck. So guys, for the motherboard here, I've got the MSI B350M Gaming Pro Micro ADX motherboard. So guys, the MSI B350M Gaming motherboard, it supports all of the latest AMD Ryzen series of processors, and this specific motherboard has got two DDR4 memory slots which support up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, and also this complete motherboard has got a steel armor which will, protect your motherboard from any of the damage. Also, this specific motherboard is VR ready, and it has got a turbo M.2 boost technology, which means that your M.2 SSD will perform at its best. Also, you guys must be thinking, why did I choose the MSI gaming motherboard? So I chose this MSI B350M motherboard because it is really good. In spite of its looks, guys, I must say this bad boy can overclock your Ryzen 3 1300X processor like a king. That's right. So your AMD Ryzen 3 1300X processor will just overclock really nice with this motherboard, because MSI is a brand which is known for your overclocking and gaming capabilities. So this specific motherboard has got two into USB 3.0 ports. It's got an HDMI port, a DVI port, and a VGA port too. So at the price of $79, the MSI Gaming B350M motherboard is a bang for the buck. So guys, moving over to the graphics card, here I've got the EVGA GeForce GTX 1060 6GB of GDDR5 graphics card. So guys, I'm gonna be going with the GTX 1060 for this build, because GTX 1060 is really good for the Ryzen 3 processor, because if you bundle the Ryzen 3 1300X processor with the 1060, you can achieve above 60 FPS in every single game, guys. That's right. So you guys must be thinking, why didn't I pair the Ryzen 3 1300X with the GTX 1050 Ti? That's because, you know guys, if we pair the 1050 Ti with the Ryzen 3 1300X, the GPU will be limiting the frame rate. That's right, because the GTX 1060 has got higher clock speeds and higher performance than the 1050 Ti. So using the GTX 1060 6GB, we won't be bottlenecking the graphics card with the CPU, because the Ryzen 3 1300X processor will not bottleneck the GTX 1060. So you guys don't worry about anything. The Ryzen 3 1300X paired with the GTX 1060 6GB will be awesome for the specific build. So guys, let me talk to you something about the graphics card. So the GTX 1060 graphics card has got a 1506 megahertz of base clock and a boost clock of 1708 megahertz. It has got 6 GB of GDDR5 memory, and also I've chosen the EVGA single fan edition. That's because it's cheap right now. That's right, yeah, it is only costing you around $300. So let me talk to you something about that also, guys. Because of the trend of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin mining going on in the world, the GPUs are fastly going out of stock. So you guys make sure to buy the 1066 GB single fan edition if you guys want more performance. And also, there's no difference if we buy different edition cards, because all of the base clock and the boost clocks are same, just a minor difference. And also, it will not affect your gaming performance, or hardly 1 to 2 FPS difference will not make any difference at all, guys. Yeah. So at the price of $300, the EVGA GTX 1060 6GB GDDR5 graphics card is a bang for the buck. So guys, for the RAM here, I've got the Corsair Vengeance LPX 8 GB of DDR4 RAM, which has a clock speed of 3000 MHz. So guys, 8 GB of RAM is enough for your gaming needs in this specific generation. And also, if you guys want to upgrade your RAM, I've got you covered, guys, because our motherboard supports up to 32 GB of RAM, so you can upgrade it in the future, but this specific 8 GB of RAM is enough for your gaming needs. And also, I have chosen this specific Corsair Vengeance memory kit because it has got a clock speed of 3000 MHz, which really helps, guys. So if you guys don't know, Ryzen 3 processors does not perform at its best if you don't have a RAM of 3000 megahertz. That's right, guys, it's a fact. It has been proven, guys. So if you guys want to know more about it, the links will be right down in the description, so you guys make sure to check that out, because the 3000 megahertz RAM clock speed achieves higher frame rates and higher performance of your Ryzen 3 1300X processor. That's right. So you guys make sure to buy the specific 3000 megahertz clock speed of RAM to get the full potential of your specific Ryzen processor. So guys, at the price of $87, the Corsair Vengeance LPX 8 GB of DDR4 RAM is a bang for the buck. So guys, moving over to the storage, here I've got the Western Digital Blue 250 GB of SSD. That's right, I'm gonna be going with a solid state drive for this build, guys. So you guys must be thinking, why not a hard drive, why a SSD? So guys, let me explain to you. An SSD is always faster than a hard drive, and this specific Western Digital Blue SSD has got 6 gigabits per second SATA speeds, and also the read speeds up to 540 megabytes per second, and a write speed up of 525 megabytes per second. And also it has got an industry leading 1.75 million hours mean time to failure, and several error collection technologies for lasting reliability. It is optimized for multitasking to simultaneously run resource heavy applications without system slowdown. And also it is available in different models. That's right. So it is really compatible with our specific PC build. So I'm going with an SSD for this build, guys, because SSDs are really good, and it gives you a good price to performance ratio when it comes to SSDs, because SSDs get your job done, and hard drives in nowadays lack in games. That's right, because the loading times of games have grown big. So an SSD in the specific generation will be great, and also your PC will perform better with an SSD. So the Western Digital Blue 250 gigabytes of SSD at the price of $89 is a bang for the buck. So guys, moving over to the power supply, here I've got the EVGA 500 watt 80 plus white certified power supply. So I'm going to be going with a 500 watt power supply for this build, guys, because our processor is going to be consuming about 100 watt power, and our GPU is going to be consuming about 100 to 200 watt of power. So we are not going to be taking any risk with our components, guys. So the EVGA 500 80 plus white certified power supply is really good. So the EVGA 500 watt of power supply comes at an unbeatable value of $40, and it is 80 plus certified with 80% efficiency or higher under typical loads. It has got a lot of protections like a heavy duty protection, including over voltage protection, under voltage protection, and overcurrent protection, and also a overpower protection, and also a short circuit protection too. So our EVGA 500 80 plus white certified power supply at the price of $40 is a bang for the buck. So guys, moving over to the cabinet, here I've got the Cooler Master Masterbox Li-Fi 80X mid-tower gaming cabinet. So guys, the Masterbox Fi Lite, it is an awesome cabinet, guys. Let me tell you, the Cooler Master company, they just released their new lineup of Masterbox Fi Lite cabinets the last month at CEX. So when I just saw it, I was completely blown up, and my mind was like, I want it. I want this specific cabinet. That's right, guys. So the Masterbox Fi Lite, it has got a dark mirror front panel, because your first case doesn't have to look boring, right? Yeah. So it has got a customizable trim colors, so that you can choose from 3 distinct colors to suit your style, all included inside the box. It has got an edge-to-edge transparent acrylic side panel, by which you can show off your first build in style and have easy access to your components in case things go haywire, right guys? Yeah. So it has got support for up to 4 fans and water cooling support. So it's a big thing that a mid-tower cabinet has got a fully supported water cooling support, and also it has got a graphics card support for up to 40 centimeters. So guys, I'm telling you, this specific Cooler Master Masterbox Fi Lite cabinet at the price of $50 is a bang for the buck. So guys, our gaming PC build of $700 is complete. I hope you guys must have liked this video. If you like my work, consider hitting that like button as fast as you can, and if you guys dislike my work, just hit the dislike button. I don't know, but I generally know that you guys must have liked my work, because I really work hard for you guys, for the gamers. That's right. So guys, straightforwardly, hit the like button if you liked it, hit the dislike button if you disliked it, and also if you guys new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel by hitting that red subscribe button right down below. So also, if you guys got any queries or questions to ask me, just comment down below in the comments, and I'll be seeing you all later. Adios amigos.